Alright, welcome back YouTube. I'm here today with my new Venturi Microstrike. I bought this gun just to be a little backpacker, and it's almost perfect for that. It's pretty light. I've equipped it with a bipod that I'll show you in some other photos, because I got the camera hooked up to the gun here just so ease of use. I'm not using a scope cam today because I just put on this little prism sight, so I got you downrange with the GoPro. We're going to show you what this little guy can do. First impressions of this thing, it does almost everything I need it to do. And I was hoping I could get a little bit more velocity out of the slugs with it, but not the greatest slug shooter. Had some pretty good luck. It shoots 17.5 NSAs, pretty good. But what ended up shooting really pretty much one of the best so far is my beloved cheap Crosman Premier. And these are 14.3 grains, if you can't see on the can there. They consistently go right about 864 feet per second with this tune. It's not exactly a high shot count tune. It's pumping pretty good. I haven't messed with it a whole lot, so I could probably get it a little bit more efficient. But 864 feet per second out of this little 10-inch pistol is pretty good, and it's a little tack driver. That's what I want to show you today, because there's a lot of stuff online that, you know, these aren't very accurate, and I have not found that to be true. I paid for this gun with my own money. I saw people talking about them falling apart. What I think people are doing to make them fall apart is they think they're adjusting the trigger screw, and they're actually adjusting the bottle screw, and they're loosening the bottle up and the guns are falling apart. That's not on the gun, that's operator error. And the reason I know that is because I did the same thing and I saw my tube get a little bit loose, and luckily I noticed it. I put a different stock on it. The stock is great, but I wanted to be able to, I just hang it from my curtains in my window, and I can shoot out the window with it. So I just have this little back that's a hook on it. This is a stock I got from BuckRail, and it's just a standard AR stock made by MFT, and it works real good, and it's a little bit lighter than the stock one too. I also equipped it with this Bravo 3D. I was looking at a bunch of them and ended up ordering this one. It's a nice little thing. It slips on. It's kind of a compression fit, and then it's got a little set screw, and it has M-lock in it. I had to grind on my little bipod a little bit because of the nylon was a little tiny bit thicker than my M-lock wanted to mount to, but it's a nice sturdy little rig, and it's got a Picatinny on the bottom. Put a little bubble level on it, and normally I've been using this LPVO. It's a little West Hunter 1x6, and it works really good. This thing's spot on, and I use it with the scope cam, but I wanted to try it with this little prism sight that I just got. So this is a Vector Optics 3.0 MOA 1x25. It seems to be working pretty good. It's going to work just fine for what I need it to do at like 10 to 20 yards. We're at I think 21 yards right now. We're going to show you what these little premieres do, and then I'm going to show you some Golden Trophy from Norma. These are not hollow points, and this is my other primary pellet that I shoot. It's also shooting excellent. A lot of people claimed that these guns were underboard. I have not measured it, but I was shooting 217 slugs through it. I've shot 218 slugs through it, so maybe the second version, because I didn't order them when they first came out. This is probably the second run. It shoots everything okay. It shoots pellets really well, slugs okay. Slugs are still good enough to pop squirrels with or something at 20 yards. They're probably, I don't know, one inch groups, and I'm sure they could be tuned. Let's get on that target downrange and put some premieres in there. I gotta turn on my FX chronograph here. Crosman Premier 14.3s, and if you're looking at the target there, we've got half-inch dots, we've got 3/4-inch dots, I think they are, and then we've got the little bullseye. We're gonna go straight for little half-inch dot at the bottom, and I just stuck this on and did a quick sight, so we're gonna see where she lands.
885.
Looks like we were a little bit right on that. Definitely could be me, but that's where it shot before when I was sighting it in.
867.
I'm going across here so I can Try and keep my gun steady.
863. 863. 860.
Got a nice little group going, just a tiny bit high there.
859. 865.
And then we'll just do a full mag here.
860. 857. 858.
All right, that's a mag, 10 rounds. So these little premieres, they are the best loading pellets that I put in this gun. I'm looking at my phone to see the group there. You can see that little thing was it's pretty much a half-inch group. The dot covers up the whole entire thing I'm shooting at there, so I can't really exactly dial it in. But yeah, it's pretty hot. And these 17s, they shoot as well or better than the premieres. I just like to use the little hollow points. I feel like these premieres really feel like they're a good little game round. I've killed everything with these things. I believe I even killed a pig with these things, and I don't recommend that. It was just a little one. I've been popping birds at 45 yards, and so that's what this gun's really for. It's really a 10 to 45 yard gun for me. Kind of bought it specifically for mongoose. So we're gonna shoot these Norma Golden Trophies now. These go into the mags a little bit tougher. They don't like to drop in as well. So I sometimes just take another pellet to seat it in there, and you can load it from the magazine from the back. But once you get the first one in, they seem to go in fairly well. And probably what I'll just do is take a little screwdriver bit and just take the edges off of this mag. These are Benjamin Marauder mags, so they're super common. So I'll probably end up ordering some Cutie Fox ones or something like that. So I haven't shot these 17.6s for about a week now, because I just been using premieres. So I don't know where the sight is for these, but they were pretty close to same point of impact. So we're gonna go for the 3/4 inch dot at the top. Before I do that, standard deviation on that string was 7.7. It's usually about 5 on this gun. Average was 864 exactly. Extreme spread was 28. Shot count was 10. Normally it is a little bit lower SD than that, and the spread is, this gun has a little bit of regulator creep, so the first shot's usually about 15 feet per second faster. And I have tuned around with it a little bit, and that seems to, you can see the gauge creeps a little bit. But after you shoot that initial shot, it's not bad. It's not low and slow. It's usually 15 above, so if anything, it's just going to shoot a tiny bit high. So we'll start a new string here. I want to think these are right about 805.
812.
So I guess a little bit right there on that one.
797.
Practically the same hole, it looks like. So there you go. That was 812 first shot, 797, and 800. So we're gonna plateau right here about 800.
797.
Well, one whole group there with the 17s.
800. 800. 1. 798. 798.
This one loaded funny, so maybe it had a bent skirt.
795. 798.
And that was 10. So there we go, 10 shots, average 800 feet per second, standard deviation 4.5. And if we drop that first fast shot, which like I said, it always seems to do, standard deviation is 1.7, 798. So 800 feet per second with 17.6 grain pellets. It's quite a bit more accurate with these pellets than the 17.5 slugs. You can see that's effectively everything's touching. I think just for the sake of showing you, I think I'll run a group with the slugs real quick. NSA 217s, and I would say that if you ran the 216s, you'd probably get a little bit more accuracy. Gun does come with a single shot tray, but these load into the magazines perfect, and these are excellent little small game rounds. This is what I use in my FX Impact, my little well, I'd call it a pellet shooter, but I shoot these slugs almost exclusively out of it. It shoots amazing. It's a little compact, right at 990 feet per second or something like that, and they just smack the crap out of stuff. Load these babies up, and so the barrel is not seasoned for these. We'll do a new string. All right, 217 NSAs. We're gonna go for the top right 3/4 inch dot.
800.
Ooh, dead nuts. So it doesn't seem like they're registering, but you heard the first shot was 800. You can see they're opened up a little bit there, about a 1 inch.
$776.
So there you have it. Didn't register. They shoot about 775 to 778. We'll just say 780 for the sake of it. It's pretty standard for the group that I'm getting with them. You can see it's not horrible. It's definitely good enough to shoot squirrels, and I don't shoot squirrels, but I shoot mongoose and birds and stuff at close range. But it definitely pops the pellets in there. And for those of you that don't think that that's decent accuracy, it is. This is a 1 power. The dot that I'm looking at is completely covering up the dot that I'm shooting at. You know, you're not really going to be able to see that much better than that, but it shoots good. I'll throw in a couple clips of mining birds that I shot at 44 yards with this thing up in one of these ohia trees up here. It's a cool little gun, and considering it's a 10-inch barrel, that's some decent velocity. So I'm fairly happy with it. I wish I could have got the pellets a little closer to 900, or these 17.5 grain slugs a little closer to 900, but that's physics probably isn't really allowing that. And maybe if I size them down, maybe if I could get some 216s, or if I do get some 216s, or I can get these slugs going just a little bit faster, sitting up near 800. But shoots pellets good. I just need it to shoot 10 to 40 yards basically. You're gonna see some more action with this baby. It's pretty cool. This little stock folds right up, and you can just put her in the backpack. And it's a fairly decent priced gun. It's got a nice little safety here, AR grip. So real nice form factor. I did have to slide the Picatinny mount down just a little bit. It is flush down here still though, so it's not like it's weird or anything, but that allows you to get your cheek weld in there correctly, because especially if you're trying to use the open sights, which I took off almost immediately, it's too high. You're kind of kinked up looking down at it, but this, you can see it's really comfortable. It sits right in there nice. And I don't know, this is about 1.5 inches, I think. Fun little gun, really light. Half the tactical stuff on here is what makes it way more. But I got my stock FX M4 moderator on it. It's just a little 5-inch one, I think, 5-inch by 30 millimeter. But I did get an insert from a guy on eBay, and it seems to work pretty good. But just put that moderator on there. I ordered one from BuckRail Modular. I really like it, but I ended up putting it on my impact. The threads on this gun are a little tighter, and so what it was doing is unthreading the insert in the moderator. And anyway, this one works pretty good on this gun. It's shorter, gives a little bit compact form factor, and I like that little BuckRail on my impact because it helps take some weight out of my impact too, so it just makes the gun a little bit lighter to play around with. If you're curious how many shots I'm getting, 12 shots on a 4350 psi fill, which is 300 bar, and that's my tune, and that's good enough for hunting. It'd be nice if it was 30 shots or something, but whatever. If I'm gonna shoot it here in the yard like I just did with you guys, I just tether it. And it's a little bit of an air hog, but I didn't really not expect it to be. Would have been cool to get 2 full mags, but maybe after I tune a little bit it will.